Moving forward from the glow in the soft edges option, let's just explore how to convert your chart into a 3D looking chart. Now, this 3D looking chart is different from the 3D charts that we have discussed in our previous sessions. And in this specifically the 3D format option, we are simply formatting our chart to look like a 3D chart and not changing the display properties of the chart itself. Now, if you know, you can observe that I have changed my chart to the default one to make us better understand how are the 3D properties applicable to this chart in entirety. And again, I can access the format selection object from format selection options from here. Move on to the 3D format option, and let's just begin changing our chart. And the first step involved in giving your chart a 3D format is this bevel option at the top, and you can go ahead and select any of these pre-made bevel options over here. And what if I select this one? You can see there has been a distinct change to the borders of your chart, and it has given it a very 3D look. And you can see it looks like a tablet now, pretty much like an iPad or a Samsung tab, and it is raised from the bottom. And talking about the bottom portion of this chart, we can even modify that and give it you know like a type of our own. And this is what happens now by changing the bottom portion of this Excel chart is that imagine holding up a iPad in your hands, and the one that is the portion of the tab that is resting on your lap is the bottom portion, say in context of this chart also. And by changing the bottom bevel of your chart, this is what you have achieved. You've given it this shape like this, and if you were to select this, you can even go ahead. The bottom portion has changed subsequently, and the top portion is say the top portion of the iPad itself, the one that you are being the one you are viewing right now. That portion is the top portion of this chart itself, and we have just modified it to look like this way. And you can see there are some default width and height options that come up with selecting these options. And what if I select this one and increase the height portion in this? You can see changing the whole value has given some change to this chart itself. Now it looks like the tab looks much more thicker in nature. This is what changing the bevel option in the 3D format does to your chart area. It makes the whole thing look much more bigger and say in much more height as possible. Again, the similar kind of rationale is applicable to the bottom bevel also. And the main thing, the main showstopper of this video is this surface materials over here. Now, selecting a specified surface material would give your chart a very definite look, a look of a specified kind. This is my personal favorite, the metal one. And when you will modify and change the orientation of your chart, it will be much more apparent what kind of material is this that are currently selected. If you select the transparent one, now the whole thing will be looking transparent to you. And again, the lightning thing is again, say I select this one, you can see that it looks like now I have a tab which is of red color. What if I select this one? It looks like I have a tab which is of shining blue color. If I select this one, again I have a tab of like a shining white light color. So this is all the options associated with giving up a 3D format to your chart. And just as an ending note to this session, in my opinion, the 3D format options are pretty much limited to increasing the aesthetics of your chart, and don't hold really any elemental value as such in presentation of your chart, and should be avoided as much as possible. So this is all about the 3D format options in formatting up your chart area. Thank you for watching.